intro here for the Bear Pack. Before we get into this video, we wanted to share that we are growing here on this channel, and that is all due to your guys' love and support. The growth has been amazing. So as we grow, we wanted to give you guys some goals to work towards as we get into this football season. We're going to pull them up right now. Here are our goals. We're currently sitting at about 6,700 subs on this channel. So at 7K subs, we're going to have a Bobby Witt Jr. bobblehead giveaway. I got that at the first game of the Kansas City Royals opening day. It is still in the box. Haven't taken it out. It's in great condition. So that's going to be a good prize. And by the way, Bobby Witt Jr., 20 home runs now in the season. He's having a great second half of the year. 8K subs. We're going to have a jersey giveaway. We've done a lot of jersey giveaways. We'll probably do 2 jersey giveaways at 8K. 9K subs. Sports memorabilia giveaway. That can be anything from a jersey to a sports card to something else in reason. We don't want to be giving away a LeBron James signed game jersey, but we will try our best on that sports memorabilia giveaway. 10K subs, our big one. $1,000 giveaway. When we get there, we'll probably have people decide in the chat what they want to do with that. We can either have 10, 100, 2, 500, or just $1,000 giveaway, whichever one anybody wants. And then the 12K subs, we're going to try to send somebody to a game of their choice, 2 tickets each. We are very excited for this football season as it is our money maker. We did great last season, looking to ride that momentum into this season. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and don't miss out on these upcoming season. Enjoy the video, guys. We'll see you guys on the other side. All right, guys, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Saturday, August 19th slate of games. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yes, and at the moment, I am 0 for 0, but I have a chance to go 2-0 because I gave out the Oakland Athletics +0.5 on the first 5 run line versus the Orioles and the under 4.5 total runs in the first 5 innings. And the game has not started, but I have faith in the A's to cash both these bets for us. And they did move Luis Medina to another day, making this game a bullpen day, which does worry me a little bit. But if I don't have faith in the A's, who will?
Seth?
Yeah, so we are currently 0-0. Pittsburgh and Minnesota just started, but Minnesota has Pablo Lopez going in this one. We took a -1.5. Pablo Lopez will limit the damage in this one. And as long as Minnesota puts up enough runs in this game, we should hit this one pretty easy.
Yeah, and then I am 0-1. I took the first game between the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. I really just wanted Gavin Williams on the mound. The money line did drop to -107, and that is what I took it at instead of the -1.5. Still a loss. I would have counted as a loss anyway. Just bad planning on my part because of the weather delay and the postponement. I should have known the pitchers would have been messed up. But I was really looking forward to getting that matchup of Gavin Williams versus Matt Manning. Williams had a really good game pitching besides the first inning. He gave up 3, and then after that he was perfect. And then the Guardians, they couldn't put up any runs against the Tigers, which is piss poor effort. So bad pick by me. We're moving on to today. Trey, start us off for our plays today.
Yes, I'm going to start us off with this Kansas City Royals at Chicago Cubs game, and I'm really excited to watch this game because we're getting treated to a damn good pitchers duel here. And the Royals, they enter this game with the second worst record in the entire MLB with a 40-84 record with a pitiful 17-44 on the road this season. And the Cubs, they come in this game with a 62-59 record with a 33-30 record at home, which puts them only a half game behind the Reds and the Marlins for the last spot in the NL wild card. But like I said earlier, we're going to get treated to a fun game because of these pitchers. Kansas City, they're throwing out Brady Singer here, and he's just been absolutely lights out in his last 6 starts because he's turned that to a 3-0 record with a 2.85 ERA paired with a 0.79 whip. And that's a pretty nice sample size to say that Singer's going to finish the season pretty strong. In Chicago, they're throwing out one of Bears' favorite pitchers here in this game in Justin Steele. And Steele, he's been absolutely awesome in his 13 home games this season because he's turned that to a 9-2 record with a 2.63 ERA paired with a 1.25 whip. So I'm going to not take a side in this game. I'm just going to take an under. Give me the under 4.5 total runs in the first 5 innings. The first 5 innings props have not dropped yet, but I assume that is what it's going to come out as since the over-under on the total game is at 9.5. So I think 4.5 is a pretty good one to bet on. And I think we're going to get a pretty low-scoring game until the bullpens come in and just absolutely allow a ton of runs because especially the Royals bullpen, it's just absolutely dreadful to watch. But these two teams, they only combined to score an average of 5.03 runs per game in the first 5 innings, which is just over this 5-run number. But with these two pitchers we have on the mound, I think that the offenses are going to be left in the dust. So give me the under 4.5 total runs in the first 5 innings in the Royals versus Cubs game.
I love it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to stick with Pittsburgh versus Minnesota in mind, and I'm going to go for the under on the full game total, and that's set at 8.5 right now. The reason I like the under in this is because we're going to be treated to a pitching matchup in this game, as we'll see Sonny Gray going for the Twins and the Pirates throwing Mitch Keller. Keller had been struggling before his last 2 outings. Then he really picked it back up where he's only allowed 4 total runs between those 2 starts. On the other side, you have Sonny Gray, who has a home ERA of 3.3 and has not allowed more than 3 runs in any of his last 5 starts. I don't trust either of these offenses in these games because they are both very sporadic, and there's times neither of these offenses show up, and they're getting the ace of both staffs going in this game. I just went with my gut on this one and went with the better pitchers in this game, and the offenses don't produce much, so I just went with the under total runs in this one.
Yes, I like that play as well. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the San Diego Padres. I'm going to take the Diamondbacks here on the money line plus 122. I watched the entire game on Thursday night. The Diamondbacks were able to hold off the Padres mainly because Martinez, a new guy, they just brought him up that night. He was throwing 104 out of the bullpen for them in the 9th inning. But now the Diamondbacks should have all their arms ready in the bullpen for this game against the Padres. And they're also going to have Merrill Kelly on the mound, who has been pretty good for them all season long. On the season, Kelly has a 3.05 ERA. And over his last 5 starts, he has only given up 3+ earned runs in 1 of those 5 games. He has also been doing very well at going 6+ for the Diamondbacks, taking some pressure off that bullpen, and I think he's going to be able to go 6+ in this game as well. For the Padres, they're going to have a big name, Yu Darvish on the mound, who's been up and down this season over the last 5 games, especially having a 4.24 ERA on the season. It has been very strange for Darvish over the last couple of games because he gave up 7 runs to the Pirates on July 24th. Then he had 3 pretty good starts in a row against the Rangers, Dodgers, and Mariners, and then he followed that up with an 8-hit, 4 earned run game against the Orioles. He is all over the place, and I'm not going to trust him in this game because the Padres can't put up runs. We have seen them do it all season long. They can't score. They're very inconsistent in scoring on a nightly basis. I don't trust the Padres to give him any run support, and I think the Diamondbacks will give Kelly some run support. So I'm going with the Diamondbacks here at the plus money. Give me the Diamondbacks on the money line, plus 122. Guys, let's go to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yes, and at the moment, I am 0-0, and that's where I'm going to stay because I gave out Matt Manning under 3.5 strikeouts versus the Guardians, and Manning, he got moved to Saturday's game, which hurt my soul so bad because I really love the under there. And if you want to ride it in today's game, then I'm completely fine with that because the trends are all still there for the Guardians hitters. But I'm going to give you guys a different pick for today, so just sit back and relax.
Seth?
Yeah, currently still 0-0. Player prop was in the Pittsburgh, Minnesota game. We have Pablo Lopez going over 17.5 outs. He shouldn't have any trouble in this one, and he consistently goes 6 innings, so I still like him to get the over in this one.
Yeah, then I have Brian Bayo, over 2.5 earned runs against the Yankees. The Yankees are just really bad. I think we just need to put it in stone. The Yankees are bad. Not to mention Pedro Martinez on the announcer call being like, this guy reminds me of me, really hurting my confidence there with this play. But he has allowed 1 earned run so far through 4 innings. The Yankees have a couple on, but, I mean, his 2-seam fastball is working tonight. It's moving all over the place at 96. So I doubt that's going to hit. Maybe Aaron Judge or someone can pop a home run with a guy on. But I think this is going to be 0-1. Hopefully it's not. We're going to move on to our plays for tonight. Trey, start us off.
Yes, I'm going to be attacking Seth's favorite player. Give me Miles Mikolas under 4.5 strikeouts versus the Mets. I really love this under for Miles in this game because we have a lot of great trends working for our favor. And the first one is just Miles himself because Mikolas, he gives up the 2nd most hits this season, just slightly behind Patrick Corbin, and you don't want to be slightly behind Patrick Corbin in any statistical category. And whenever you combine that fact with Miles, he simply is not a high-volume strikeout pitcher. He only averages 4 strikeouts per game. And the second trend is his matchup here versus the Mets because the Mets play right into this under prop because New York, they do a great job of not striking out at the plate. They only strike out an average of 7.87 times per game, which is the 4th lowest in the MLB. And I expect Miles to continue to get lit up in this game and to continue to not pile up those strikeouts like normal. So give me Miles Mikolas to go under 4.5 strikeouts versus the Mets.
I love it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and Trey, I bet if you looked up some of his stats against the Mets hitters, from what I can recall, he does not do very well against them either. So I do like your pick. For mine, I'm going to go the opposite end of the spectrum, and I'm going to take an over on a player that I know Trey took an under on last week. So I'll be taking Framber Valdez to go over 5.5 strikeouts. When Trey took him under, he was going against the Marlins, but he will have a Mariners matchup in this one, and those two teams are completely on opposite ends of the spectrum in team strikeouts per game. To put it into context, the Marlins are striking out at about 5.67 times per game as of the last couple weeks, which is very, very low. And the Mariners are on the complete opposite side of this spectrum where they're striking out at a clip of 10.67 per game. This is a team that is struggling to put the bat on the ball, and Framber does have some strikeout in his game, so it's really just matchups that you need to watch with Framber. This month has even been worse for the Mariners because they usually sit at about 9.91, but they're up a little bit on strikeouts. And Framber also had 6 strikeouts against the Mariners the last time he faced them. That would get us over the 5.5 mark. They're striking out more now than when they faced him last time. And like I said, they average the second most strikeouts per game in the MLB. So give me Framber to go over this 5.5.
Yeah, I love that play as well. It says, for my play tonight, it's going to be Aaron Judge to go over 1.5 bases against the Red Sox. It's been tough sledding for Aaron Judge coming off of that injury, but this is going to be a good spot for him to revamp his season against Cutter Crawford, who has a great name for a pitcher, but over the last couple of games has been struggling for the Red Sox. The big thing that I've noticed with Cutter is that he's given us some home runs over the last 2 games. Against the Tigers and the Royals, he allowed 5 earned runs, 2 home runs, and only pitched 8 innings. I understand the Royals because the Royals this season have been getting a lot of hits. They have a lot of momentum right now. I mean, they're one of the hottest teams in baseball, but they had 7 against Cutter Crawford. But against the Tigers, you can't be giving up home runs. I understand it happens to the best of them, but if you are coming into a game against Aaron Judge having some home run problems, it's going to be bad for you. It's going to be really bad for you. Take Aaron Judge here to get one against Crawford and get his swagger back, going over 1.5 bases. Guys, that's going to do it for our MLB player props and game picks for Saturday, August 19th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.